All right, let's get started. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for checking out my first YouTube video. It was actually my second YouTube video. If you haven't checked out my first one, I kind of just talk about an introduction to stocks. The link will be in the description. So if you haven't checked that out, I would really appreciate it if you did and you left your feedback. Second, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate everyone's support and everyone's encouragement. I really don't know what I'm doing sometimes. So it's really encouraging to see y'all support me and just motivate me to do this. Because honestly, I really do it for y'all. I really do it for everyone that's in my Discord. And for everyone that really just wants to learn and be successful. I really want to share everything I know, everything I've learned, all the mistakes I've made, all that good stuff. So this YouTube channel for y'all. So if y'all have any suggestions, have any advice, I'm happy to hear. I'm completely new to all this, and yeah, let's just get started. So today we played Facebook, and unfortunately I panic sold. But I'm going to be talking about my thought process when picking the play and why I panic sold, because I want y'all to learn from my mistakes. So first of all, I titled this "How to Find 200% Plus Plays with Day Trades." Y'all know my trading style. I like to day trade. I like to day trade out of the money. And my goal is to catch a rip and be in early before the premium strikes and try to catch, 100, 200, 300% gainers. Some of y'all have experienced these gainers. Some of y'all haven't. It's all right. There's always going to be new ones. There's always going to be more. Stock market isn't going anywhere. Don't let the FOMO demon get you. We're going to get more. All right. So we play Facebook. It's had an amazing run up. We've been looking at it actually for the past couple of weeks after it hit all-time highs here at 280, kind of sold off, consolidated for about a week. And when we saw it start to rip the high of 265, we started playing it again. Started swinging it, day trading it. And honestly, nobody expected it to rip like this today. It was an insane move. My first thought was, I'm not playing this because this is insane. But I ended up getting, FOMO, and I wanted everyone to win because I know everyone wanted to play it. So I found a play for everyone, right? So how to find 200% plays? Number one, you got to find a hot stock. You want to find something that's moving. You want to find something that's like just ripping, something out of the ordinary. Big volume, big buying volume coming in, and just getting pumped up, right? And we saw that today, these past couple of days on Facebook. I mean, from 260 to 300 in the past 5 days. We're talking about a multi-billion-dollar company. That's a big move. It was literally a 15% move on a billion-dollar company. That's not normal. So that's the kind of plays we want to play. Number two, we want to look for a catalyst. Catalyst is something I learned about in chemistry, and it means something that causes the reaction. In stocks, we call them catalysts because they often mean news. The news can be forms of, the CEO getting fired or a new deal, Facebook buys Tesla, something crazy like that, right? So you want to look for a catalyst. Facebook didn't have a catalyst. I looked at the news, like, why is it soaring? I didn't find anything. So that's one of the reasons why I had FOMO, because not FOMO. That's one of the reasons I was scared when buying this, because there was really no catalyst. There's no reason for this to be in the 300s. And that's like a completely different video about me talking about, the tech bubble, but that's a different video. But it did have hype and it did have all-time highs. With attention going away from Apple and Tesla. Well, Tesla ripped today too, but the attention was on Facebook. And we want to play the stock that everyone's looking at, because that means everyone's buying, everyone has FOMO, and that means everyone's going to get in, meaning it's just going to keep pumping, right? So you want to play that has hype, and all-time highs just adds to it, because if we look at Max, what is an all-time high? An all-time high means that past this point, there is no resistance, like ever. Literally the sky is the limit here, and we don't know when it's going to stop. Like, there is literally no point of resistance to where we think, oh, it's going to hit this and sell off. It can just keep ripping and it's pretty scary. Like when it started ripping here, we assumed that it was going to hit 222 and sell off, but we have something to target. When it's at all-time high, there is no target. The only real targets are the ones that analysts set in their little reports about new price targets and all that. It helps the price, but not really. So next is find the play. If y'all don't know how I trade yet, I keep a tight budget. I don't like to spend anything over, like $300 on a play, 200. I'll probably spend 500 on a swing play, but I like to keep it small. I like to get big gains, and that's why I trade weeklies. Weeklies are very dangerous to play. They're very volatile. You will probably lose money if you do not pick the right play. So when picking a play, I like to go out of the money. I know some of y'all don't, and one of the advice I give y'all is if you don't like the play I post, so let me show y'all the play. I'm plugging the Discord again, Options Capital. Check it out. I'll talk about it at the end of the video. But here at 9:19, I posted a day trade. Buy till open Facebook, 828, 330 at 22 cents. Stop loss here at 288.5. And how many I got. I'll talk about the price action a bit, but how I found that play. So the first thing I want to look for is the strike, which is the most attractive strike price in my opinion. I like to go for tens, increments of tens, because it just looks pretty. No, I'm just kidding. It all comes together because here at 330, I wanted something. I love high volume. I need high volume. If it doesn't have volume, that means it's not moving, and it means it's not liquid. So I want it to be high volume. So if you compare the 330 to the 325, look at the difference in volume. 330 literally has more volume than some of the at the money plays. So I compared, I compare the out of the money to the at the money. I compare the premiums. At the time, this play was $22, and I found that pretty attractive. In case it kept ripping, so I bought a couple. A reason behind it was the volume. Open interest, I don't really look at that when day trading. That's more of a swing. I'll talk about that some other time. Data, I don't look at that when day trading because we're anticipating a huge move, so we're not going to hold overnight. This only affects day trades when the stock consolidates, and if it starts to consolidate, we're going to get out because we don't want to risk a data decay happening like right in front of our eyes. And Delta, we don't look at that because we expect it to just rip. So the premium, I found the $20 ones because I like to buy a lot of certain plays, meaning that I can scale in and scale out. Scaling in and scaling out means that if I want to scale in, I can buy one at 19, one at 20, one at 21. And if I see it going up, I can continue to buy and average up with the trend going upwards. If I buy one at 20 and it drops down to 17, I can add down at 17 to average down my price. So when I'm scaling, I have more flexibility to play with my options. And on the upside, when the stock begins to run up, so when the stock begins to run up, you can begin to sell upwards. So you can sell one at 30, you can sell one at 40, you can sell one at 50, one at 60, one at 80. And it's a good way to secure profits, and it's a really cool way to make one of your options free and let it run. But I can talk about that some other time. So once we find the play, you want the price action. So price action at this point comes pretty natural to me. Me and other analysts like DK, we really trade price action religiously. I don't trade a price action religiously at DK, but I still it's the number one priority. So the price action here was, I was looking for it to break the high of the day. I was looking for indicators. I use indicators too. I'll talk about that some other time. So the MACD looked good. Cross right here in the middle. Was gapping up. I wanted to see the bounce off the middle view up here at open. Had the initial rip up. This kind of thing is called gap and go. So it gapped up overnight, ripped in the morning, had a pullback, and some people get in the pullback. I like to get in the break of the high. So it's kind of like a little ABCD pattern. But So yeah, around 9:19, around 9:20 is when I alerted the play, and here it is. I'll switch it over to 1 minute. So I alerted around right here. It had a little pullback, so people actually got in at a lot cheaper price. I think that people started getting in like at 18, 19. Sometimes when I type it in, price changes a lot, especially on these weeklies because of the volatility. But I saw it hold a 20 EMA, and the EMA is something I trade to find supports for day trading and swing trading. So I can talk about that in another video. I'm sorry, guys. I know I keep saying that, but I'm trying to talk about today's recap. I will talk about everything else some other time. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, please feel free just to comment, like the the name of what you want to learn about. Like this is the VWAP, this is the 200 EMA, 29 EMA. But anyways, so I saw it begin to rip past 290, and I'm literally gonna I'll talk about that right now, why I sold. But so yeah, so the last part is execute. So I bought them. I'll show y'all right here. So at 9:18, I bought them. I bought one at 20. I bought two at 20, three at 23, and I ended up averaging down again at 19. But right there with the 5 I purchased in this area. And unfortunately, I did not follow the second part, which is be patient. It's really funny because the play was lagging a lot. So I'm gonna talk about the second part, how I missed out on the gains. So I've been using Thinkorswim for a while, so I kind of know about all this stuff. If y'all have questions about it, just leave a comment down below. I'll probably make a video on how I set up my own Thinkorswim. So the little indicator right here is called the comparison indicator. I use it to overlay options on the equity I trade. So today I'm gonna go to Facebook. I'm gonna look for the option I played. So I played at 330. Just gonna add that real quick. Boom, that's it right there. That purple line, I actually don't like purple, so let's change that up. Let's do, they're all ugly, right? We'll do green. I'm sorry, guys. Bar. That's ugly too, but whatever. So this actually represents, these little green bars, they represent the price of the option. This is actually a candle chart on the option. So literally when we got in, it lagged. Look at this. While the stock was ripping, it ripped about almost $6 before we saw any kind of move. So it lagged this entire time. For almost 6 minutes, it did not change price while the stock was moving upwards. And members started messaging me and all this stuff. And I mean, I was kind of worried too, because it's a normal thing for it to lag. I said right here. Facebook premium lagging, watch them rip on the pullback, because it's a normal thing. Sometimes we'll get in out of the money. The stock will lag. The stock will rip and the premium won't move at all. But eventually, if you're patient enough and to stick to your plan, boom, it rips all the way up here. And this was like from 1 minute to the next, from 9:45 to 10, it went up like 200%, I think. I don't even know what it was. I just know it went from about $20 all the way to $80. I know some members did take advantage of that. So what happened was I felt a little bit of pressure from the Discord. So I know I'm not playing with y'all's money, but each time I post a play, it's y'all's money. And I try to take care of my members as much as I can. So when I post a really risky play like this, I do not want any of my members to lose. So I kind of felt a little bit of pressure. I didn't want anybody to get caught in the sell-off, especially at all-time highs. The premiums were lagging a lot, almost 15 minutes. That was too much for me. I was getting really impatient. And especially with all-time highs and no news, like I wasn't confident at all. I just felt like it was going to come crashing down at one point, even though like it didn't break my it didn't break my support, my EMA, my VWAPs. I overthought it. And yeah, I was just impatient and I didn't stick to my plan. I ended up sending an alert at 18. I apologized to the team. I said that I was way too out of money. I let them know, if you want to hold, just hold above 292. And that was at 9:45. So let's check out 9:45, right? So we're at 9:45. This is 9:45 right here. So I saw a rip right in front of me. I sent that GIF. I was very upset. Everyone was laughing at me. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, like I got pretty sad. And then I had to step away from my screen. Like I had to go take a break. I went outside and, play with my dog or something. But I ended up selling like at 24 cents, I think. Like right after I finished typing, I went into sell right here. 24 cents. I think I made like $30. But as soon as I sold, it ripped all the way up to like, what is that, like 34? And then I was like, oh my God, here comes the premiums. And like I said, it was lagging. So boom, had a little pullback and all the way to 80. And people were like, oh, haha, you sold early. Or some people, whatever. I'm over it now. I learned my lesson. I hope y'all made some money. I hope that y'all learn a couple things from here. Just be patient, stick to the plan. Know that this out of the money plays lag sometimes. So you got to be patient. I mean, it literally ripped. Like, what is that? Like 300%, I think. I have no idea. I suck at math. So yeah. I'm not going to include my watch list here tonight, guys, but thank you for watching. I'm going to do that tomorrow night. Try to go to sleep early for once. That's something I struggle with. But I want to plug the Discord again. Thanks for all the love, guys. I really appreciate y'all. I put this for one of my favorite movies, Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not fucking leaving. Not fucking leaving. And, epic scene. We still played AMD. And yeah, just shout out to the team, man. We have a lot of wins today. Shout out to everyone else winning. Really love to see y'all. Post your wins up here. Shout out to Chloe. Shout out to LD too. I don't know where you are, but he posted a play on an SOV, and I want to show y'all that. Oh, anyway, I'll show y'all that tomorrow. But we are going to be looking at SOV going into the morning. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any comments or concerns, feel free to leave on the comments below. And I'll see you all in the morning. Peace.